Once upon a time, in a world brimming with both chaos and hope, humanity stood on the threshold of something unprecedented. After 2025 years of history, wars, progress, and setbacks, it seemed as though the spirit of goodness and truth, of everything sacred, was being trampled underfoot by those lost in greed, division, and despair. It was a time when darkness pressed upon the world like a storm without end, a time when many believed divine intervention was a myth of the past. But it was not. Far from it. Everything had been planned, not by chance or fate, but by divine orchestration that worked quietly behind the scenes of every life, every heart. It wasn't coincidental. It was just in time. In this time of trials there came a voice, not a voice of thunder but a gentle, steady whisper that resonated deep within those who still carried hope. It said, "Look closely. The signs are all around you. The divine has never been absent. The time has come to awaken." And so, as if by some invisible design, events began to unfold. Those who had suffered the most began to rise, not in anger but in grace. People who had long been trapped in fear and regret found moments of clarity and peace. Even in the darkest of places, a shift was occurring. Acts of kindness began to multiply like ripples on water, growing stronger and wider. Then came a day unlike any other. People from all walks of life witnessed something extraordinary, not a vision meant for one person alone, but a shared moment of divine intervention. In cities, towns, and villages across the globe, those who had lost all faith saw visions of beauty. They saw God, not as a vengeful force but as pure light and love, extending a hand of redemption to all. They were shown who they truly were, beautiful, radiant souls shaped by both their triumphs and mistakes. At that moment, each person was reminded that their worth had never diminished. They were not here by accident. They had been chosen to be a part of this great awakening. It was no longer a battle between nations or ideologies. It was a battle of the spirit, and the truth became clear. Those who lived without love and compassion had crossed into the realm of darkness, stepping beyond even God's boundaries into the grasp of the devil himself, but there was still hope. God's message echoed within every heart: "You are loved. You are forgiven. Now rise and remember the beauty I placed within you." The awakening was not an end, it was a beginning. Humanity was given the chance to align once more with grace and unity. It was a divine intervention written across time, and every person alive in that moment was both witness to and participant in the greatest redemption story ever told. The world did not change overnight, but the spark had been lit. Those who had seen the truth carried it forward. They healed, they forgave, and they lived with a renewed sense of purpose. And the whispers of God's presence were felt in every sunrise, every gentle breeze, and every moment of compassion. It was no coincidence. It was always meant to be. The plan had always been in motion, just in time when humanity needed it most.